like on stage. And then I kept the best gowns and the best looks and makeup and everything for the grand finale. So I was like practicing every night. If you guys have seen my TikToks, I was like practicing my walk, putting in my all, you know, like even like we would come home very late, like 11 p.m. after a long day of rehearsals. But, you know, I stayed up a bit and I, you know, obviously I rested when I needed to and I didn't like kill myself. But I was practicing. I was getting home and I was like, you know what, I have to practice because, you know, we can always improve. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of coaching future queens, that's for sure. Yeah. Attitude for me was more important than the medals at that time. And I think that got overlooked by the public and by the media. But I knew that at that time, it's not the media that's going to be you know, bearing. It's actually the team managers and them seeing our attitudes. So I guess you could say I sacrificed clout for what I knew would be looked at by team managers. So it was a strategy that required a sacrifice of publicity. To get what I mean, I had to sacrifice my press and publicity for the greater good and the final results. And then I was like, I'm coming. When I call, yeah. I mean, it's like, the thing is, like, the fans need to, like, realize, right? Like, I think it's easy to, like, forget things because of the press. Look, I studied psychology. Exactly. The ones that actually knew how Miss Earth worked knew. And the thing is, like, I listen to my fans. Like, I listen to my fans, and I do listen to my coaches, you know? And you have to be mentally strong in this game because you need to be able to push aside sometimes your emotions that aren't really directing you to more like, you have to be very emotionally mature in a way, because I was like, you know what, I have to put away my emotions of not getting medals and then like getting sidetracked and discouraged, and I have to like find that strength in me to be like, chill. I don't know if there's a deduction score. That's the one thing I wish, or maybe, how do I explain? Okay, look, when you're on stage, honestly, like, because of how tired I wasn't really like, it just like 10 seconds feels like 5 seconds. Like, I don't know what happens, but I was just like really tired, and like I was talking like for my Q&A, and the thing is, like, I started talking about my environmental advocacy, and then the buzzer went off. But I had to complete it because there was no way that I could wrap it up. I can't wrap up right when I started talking about my environmental advocacy. It would just sound so bad, and I may have gotten even a lower score. So I'm just like, that's just what the universe wanted. That's just what my fate wanted, you know? I don't know if it was shorter, if I would have gotten, the first title. But what I do know is everything happens for a reason, and I was meant to get this title for a reason, and it's the start of a journey that only the world and the universe understands, and my spiritual guidance understands. And so, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I drank Red Bull that night. I drank Red Bull. Even though, guys, I slept only 2 hours the night before, and I woke up at 4 a.m. to do my makeup. I woke up at 4 a.m. to do my makeup. I did rehearse for possible questions, but I never even got that question as a rehearsal. I just went with my heart, and I just talked from my heart. But yeah, going back to psychology, I'm gonna tell you guys something. So sometimes the way the media works, right, is that you stop being able to distinguish reality from what's in the media. And that in order to really thrive and succeed in a position where there's a lot of media on you, you have to be extremely mentally strong and have a lot of good mentors and coaches around you. And you have to be open-minded about a lot of things. So for me, because I'm a psychology major and I actually studied media psychology, I know that when people are following, the media, let's say like the top 4, the predictions and all of these things, they start thinking that that's like the reality, right? They're like, oh my God, like I'm not being predicted. That means I must be doing so bad and I'm not a front runner anymore and I'm not doing well. And you know what? It was like a battle in my mind it was like a battle between these two things. Like, why am I not in top, like in the predictions? And then another battle, which is like the psychology knowledge and like, the psychology graduate telling this other thing in my mind, like, listen, don't worry, this has no bearing, stay focused, stay on the plan, stay on the track. And so I was able to get that, like, the psychology educated mindset to win. Mahal kita, Christina. Yeah. I was definitely happy to get, like, any of the crowns. It's a win, okay? It's a win. At one point, I did think I was going to get Earth. Because I was like, oh, wow, I killed that question. I'm like, damn. I was like, wow, like, I did so well in this answer. I was able to talk about the environment. Like, I fit in a lot of things. I fit in my personal experience and the environment and everything. And I felt like I talked with so much confidence. And I was super calm during the answer. And so I thought, I was like, okay, maybe I'll win, like, actually, like, Earth. But it's fine. Like, all 4 are winners. All 4 are, like, good morning, Aphrodita. All winners are winners. Before the final night, who did you think was the biggest competition? Myself. I think the biggest competition was myself because there were a lot of things that I had to work on. I had to work on my walk, and I still do. Like, no matter what, you always have to improve my walk, my everything. So I actually don't look at anyone else's path. I look at how I can improve as a person. Yeah, maybe because of timer. I mean, like, look, I know for a fact that a lot of the judges, they did put me as best answer. Okay, but it's okay. It is what it is, and there's a reason. Everything happens for a reason, okay? I mean, that's just fate. I really believe that, like, we're put on a certain path for a reason, and sometimes, actually, the reason, sometimes we think things are not as good, but really that option is going to open more things for you. And only the universe understands that. How is it like to answer those questions with such ease? Oh, was it when I was like, I kissed up. I was, thank you, God. You know why I kissed up? I was like, yes, Palestine. Like, I knew my Palestinians were gonna watch. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that crown for you guys. Who trained me? A lot of people, like, I had a lot of people train me. Like, I have a coach named Master Coach Romeo. He's in London, UK, so I actually was mainly trained by him. And I was also coached by a couple of people here in Manila, like right before the competition. I just needed that extra crunch time help. And it was, and one of them, actually, you guys know her, Zahra. She's the winner of, I think, Miss Philippines Air 2017. She really, really helps me out. She's half Palestinian. Yeah, I think it will help me socially and professionally, not just Palestine, but in the Arab world. Did Carousel lay the plans for travel? They still haven't, but we're going to Boracay. That is the first, let's say, Miss Earth trip is Boracay. And I think we may go to Cebu. Honestly, like I postponed my travels here, especially because I won. I wanted to kind of like, you know, really do something here in the Philippines. Oh yeah. I think for me it's like, I don't know, I'm just naturally a speaker. Like I like to talk. As you guys can tell, the bell rang 2 times. I love to talk. I was actually enjoying myself while I was up there. Like by the way, just so you guys know, in kindergarten graduation, I was selected as the MC in kindergarten graduation. So I think it's just something that I was like, I like to do. Like I like to perform, I like to be on stage and to talk. Yeah, Muhammad Hadid is a big supporter of mine, and I'm actually probably meeting with him soon. I'll keep you guys updated. I don't want to say too much. But Muhammad Hadid and the family are so supportive, and like we're in touch. I mean, there's actually talks of having my own show, which I'll also keep you guys updated about. Like TV anchor, not anchor, but like an actual TV show. That's definitely been talked about by a couple agencies. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, for me, I've had a lot of news channels contact me. I've done a lot of interviews. I have an advocacy. I've even done a speech at the United Nations in Jerusalem. Like I talked about the habits that we can do to reduce our carbon footprint. And I was actually trying to fit that into my answer in Q&A, and that's why I took long and the bell rang twice, because I was like, I got excited. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about my environmental advocacy now. Here's my chance. I got overly excited. Yeah, talk show. Yeah, Tagalog language. I do want to learn, and that's definitely something I'll do. I just want to tell you guys, like, no matter what my journey has and what will unfold, for me, I truly value my supporters and my fans in the Philippines, in Palestine, of course, and, you know, everywhere in the world. You guys are my support. Yeah, I kind of forgot that it should be short because I got so excited. I was like, yeah, let's talk. And then like everyone was listening to me too. I was like, they like what I'm saying. Let me keep going. Even the judges, like, they were like so happy watching me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep talking. بدي أعزمك على فل فول. You know what? I just think that Miss Earth deserves also a huge recognition in the world, and I want to be part of having that grow as well with me, and for us to all grow together, because this is a platform that is worth talking about and worth showing the world. Bought it to win. I read. What do you mean bought it to win? I didn't buy nothing. I'll teach you guys some. You can talk and talk, Bill just wanted it. Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys how to say hello in Arabic. Marhaba. And then you can roll your R. Marhaba. Not marhaba. Marhaba. Can you guys say that? Marhaba. Thank you guys. بدي أعلمهم كيف يحكوا مرحبا. انتوا شفتوا الفلسطينيين اللي عم بيحضروني هلا، شفتوا الفيديو وانا معهم مع الملكات وحكيت لهم احكوا مرحبا شكرا، فهمتوا هذا الشيء؟ All of them are my friends. مرحبا بكم. Marhaban bikum. Marhaba. Not without a K. I have no idea what the plan is. Maybe they're like still figuring it out, like, because I think each year it seems to be different depending on the winners, depending on what each queen offers, and or like what she can do, her availability. Maybe that's how they figure out how to do the tours. One thing I want the world to know about Palestine is this. Palestine is very diverse. And what I mean by that is we're not just considered an Arab country. We are actually also a Mediterranean country. We have cultural influence from the Mediterranean. So we're also very similar to like Greek and Turkish and even a little bit Italian, Romanian influence. And at the same time, we have the Arabian influence as well. We're close to Lebanon, and we have all of the religions coexisting together. We are not only a one religion country, we are actually the country that Jesus was born in. Bethlehem is a Palestinian city, and you can look that up on Google. And it's where Jesus was born. And we celebrate Christmas not just as a Christian holiday, but even as a Palestinian holiday. So for us, being Palestinian is also it's also something, because like I'm speaking about Christmas because now it's the holiday. Palestine is actually a country that celebrates Jesus, and Christmas, because that's where it all started. So even non-Christians celebrate Christmas and enjoy it and go out and see the lights, and we have Christmas lightings in each city. Yeah. So Palestine is extremely diverse, and like a lot of people, they go and they're surprised and like, I didn't know Palestinians are like this. And you know, of course you have certain criticisms and people that may be that may have certain beliefs and be a bit more like there's different, I think there's a different because you have like a few people that may be different or not. Any other questions about Palestine? We also have delicious food, very delicious food. I can say that the culture in the Philippines is very warm and hospitable, and I love it. Like, I even like how it's interesting. You guys are very diverse too. Like, you have a bit of Spanish influence, or you have Spanish influence, and you have different religions, and it's very similar to Palestine. And you're also very close to the environment and nature, which is very similar to Palestine as well. I'm still in the Philippines, guys. I'm in Manila. I'm still going. I'm going to be going around. I'm going to Boracay. I'm leaving the Philippines on the 13th, so I still have time. Then I begin my Middle East tour. My travel wish. What do you mean my travel wish for Miss Earth? In April, I want to come back and go to Coron and El Nido. Yeah, see about Palestine. I think Palestine needs more media coverage. I want you guys go to TikTok and follow the page Visit Palestine. Visit Palestine. And another, I'm gonna write it down for you guys. Visit I'll tour you guys there. There's no for visitors. Actually, we're very like open with visitors. We love them. Are you going to join other pageants? I don't know, like, I can't say I'm gonna join other pageants. I'm kind of like focusing right now on my reign as Miss Earth, water. That's the most important thing right now to make a difference. And then after, I'll think about it. But yeah, but no matter what happens, even if I did do a pageant in the future, I will always be a Miss Earth family member. عشت أنا في أمريكا وعشت في كندا. We don't have any questions, but you still talk. How old are you? Anna, I'm 24. Come to Palestine. What are your goals right now being in this earth water? Well, Palestinian dessert. ايش يا فلسطينية؟ أهلا وسهلا فيكي بفلسطين. تعالي على غزة ونتزوج. That's so funny. I'm getting marriage proposals, guys. Venezuela didn't make it to top 20. Huh. I mean, like, it's Miss Earth is fair. It's about the scores. So I don't know how the virtual was and how they scored it, but that must be the score. You know what I mean? So she's a beautiful girl, great girl. She is still a queen no matter what, and she's amazing. So, I mean, that's just her fate, and I'm sure she's gonna do great things, regardless. الجيم اللي بتدربي فيه برام الله. بطلت أدرب بجيم برام الله، بس يعني أنا كنت بإكستريم جيم وسولو. There's vegan meals somewhere. I want to go. بصراحة مش عارفة، شوي اشتقت لرام الله بس مش كثير. اسمع، أنا ما اشتقت للجسر. مش عارفة أنا كيف رح أدخل الجسر. احكوا لي كيف. ايش بتفكري تعملي بالمستقبل كمهنة؟ كثير اشياء، كثير عندي اشياء. So don't listen to what do you mean they don't listen to seminars? My birthday is August 23rd. My favorite color, I don't have one. I like pink and I like green. متابعك من زمان من أيام ما كنتي غيرتي كتير شكلك. راما، اللبس ما بحكم على المرأة شو ما تلبس. المهم شو جوا، كيف عقلها، كيف بتفكر، كيف بتحكي، وكيف تتعامل مع الناس اللي حواليها. لأنه كتير بنات بيلبسوا لبس يعني حتى يعني كل واحدة بتقدر تلبس اللي بدها إياه. المحجبة جميلة والمش محجبة جميلة، بس الوحدة بس لأنها مثلا محجبة أو لابسة أو إشي هيك مش معناها إنها هي أفضل أو هي أحسن أو هي أجمل من جوا. الواحد كتير بيقدر يغير شكله، وهذا ما بيعكس على شخصيتي ومين أنا وإيش أنا بقدر أسوي للعالم وكيف أنا بقدر أعطي للدنيا. ف يعني وقت ما أنتي كنت تتابعيني وأنا لبسي كان غير، يمكن أنا كان عقليتي غير من ناحية تانية. عائلتي عندي عائلة بفلسطين وعندي عائلة في أمريكا وكندا، بس إحنا بفلسطين لازم نغير هاي الفكرة إنه لبس المرأة بيعكس على شخصيتها ومين هي وإيش تقدر تعطي للمجتمع، لأنه هذا مش صح. لأنه أنا شفت كتير بنات بحياتي، كتير ناس، وعمره ما كان اللبس هو بيعكس على إيش بيقدر هو يقدم للمجتمع. I'm saying that the way a woman dresses should never, guys should never, or like people shouldn't judge a girl based on what she wears. الصورة اللي انتقلت وعليها صورة تصير إلى غير. مش فاهمة أنت مسلمة ولا مسيحية؟ مش مهم إذا أنا مسلمة أو مسيحية، أنا فلسطينية وبحترم كل الديان، وما بعتبر إني أنا غير عن مسيحي أو مسلمة. أصلا إحنا الفلسطينية كل الانسسترز تاعونا السيدي سيدي وهيك انا عندي عائله كانت كل الاديان، لاني انا فلسطينيه فانا ما بقدر كفلسطينيه اقعد اميز بين الديان. Yeah, we're going to Baraka. اصلا احنا الفلسطينيه بصراحه صورتنا لازم نكون أكتر ناس بالعالم نتقبل التانيين، وما يعني ما منميز بين هاي قاسم، وما منميز بين الديان، ما منميز بين أي إشي، لأنه إحنا الفلسطينية أكتر ناس بالعالم مخلوطين. فيعني إحنا لازم أكتر ناس نكون open، أكتر ناس نكون نتقبل التانيين، لأنه إحنا عنا كل الديان أصلاً بلشت معنا، وكتير ثقافات وتراديشنز أجوا على بلدنا. يعني إحنا كتير عقليتنا والتاريخ تاعنا فيه كتير إشياء، فإحنا لازم نكون متقبلين الجميع. هذا أصلاً بصراحة أنا بالنسبة إلي هذا جزء هاي هويتنا كفلسطينيين، إنه إحنا بنتقبل الكل من قد ما إحنا مخلوطين. خلينا عن جد، يعني أنا أكتر شيء اشتقت له، أنا ما كنت أصلا يعني عايشة بهذا الوقت اللي ستي أو سيدي كان عايش فيه، بس أنا بشعر بتاريخي، وأنا بشعر إنه كان في وقت عندنا الفلسطينية كنا نتقبل التانيين أكتر من هاي الأيام. بس أنا بعرف إنه من قد ما الأشياء صار معنا صار في شوي تغيير، بس أنا بعرف إنه الفلسطينية من زمان